Is Councilor Walsh here? Beg your patience, just 1 second. Beg your patience just for a moment. She has. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to City Hall. Tonight we'll be honoring both the Gray House for the wonderful work they do and our great Central girls basketball team. We're going to start with Councilor Walsh.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up Sister Jane Morrissey to the stand, and Kristen, the Executive Director of the Gray House. Yes, to the mic, please. I'd like to say, Mr. President and colleagues, it's my great honor tonight to be presenting a proclamation in honor of the Gray House, recognizing their 40 years of service to the greater Springfield community, but also recognizing that 40 years ago, when 5 members of the Sisters of St. Joseph started this enterprise, it was a very courageous thing to be doing, to be opening a social service agency in the North End. And I think they are to be commended for their vision, particularly when you see what it has blossomed into. I've always been a strong supporter of the Sisters of St. Joseph. My aunt was a member of the order for over 63 years. She was the former librarian at the Elms College, so I've always felt a strong affiliation for the Sisters of St. Joseph. And I can remember how concerned they were about you, Jane, starting down there, and I'm sure their prayers had something to do with your success. So I'm going to read the proclamation, as will my colleague, Councilor Allen, who's a volunteer at the Gray House, also one of the sponsors of this bill, as is Councilor Santinello. We just were lucky enough to be at your spaghetti dinner with over 500 people supporting the agency. You guys are doing a wonderful job down there, and you have your board of directors with you. We would like them to stand and be recognized. All of you, the board of directors of the Gray House, who are board of directors and volunteers. I didn't mean to leave the volunteers out. Okay. And what a great night to be in the chambers with our wonderful basketball team, women's basketball team during March Madness. It's great to look out and see so many people in the chambers. Whereas the Springfield City Council is pleased to recognize the Gray House in celebrating 40 years of service to the greater Springfield community. And whereas in 1982, 5 Sisters of St. Joseph and 1 layperson purchased and restored a fire-damaged, tax-delinquent property in the north end of Springfield. And whereas their vision was to provide programs that met the civic, social, and educational need of their neighbors living in poverty. And whereas, together with hundreds of volunteers and a small staff, the sisters opened the Gray House in 1984 as a small private human service agency.
I want to say,
Oh, we're
Tim,
not done yet, sister.
Go ahead. Tim.
Well, I will be right with you. We've got a few more parts here. whereas the mission of the Gray House is to help its neighbors facing hardships to meet their immediate and transitional needs by providing food, clothing, and educational services in a safe, positive environment. And whereas the Gray House programs serve over 13,000 unique individuals from the greater Springfield community on an annual basis. And whereas all efforts are aimed at addressing the root causes of poverty and helping our neighbors break the cycle of poverty. And whereas the Gray House achieves its mission by operating a food assistance program, adult education programs, and youth programming. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the City Council of Springfield hereby recognizes, honors, and commends the Gray House on their committed service and dedication to the greater Springfield area and wishes them a very happy 40th anniversary. A proclamation sponsored on March 25th, 2024 in honor of the 40th anniversary of the Gray House. This is signed and certified by Gladys Oyola Lopez, our city clerk, and sponsored by City Councilor Kateri Walsh and all councilors.
I am here knowing that I am now twice as old, more than twice as old as the Gray House, but it was built a long time ago, and it was built to be beautiful, and it was beautiful. And the first month that I lived with another sister on the street, there was a fire in a bedroom there that led to decay and abuse and disenchantment, and we thought it was just so beautiful that maybe we could get it. And it has 17 rooms in it, so that's a lot of rooms in a house to do a lot of good of various kinds for neighbors who are poor. And there's a wonderful African American poem that I love that says, "Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for if they go, life is a barren field covered with snow." That poem, I think, inspired us at that time to hold fast to our dreams, that this could happen. And I know you can't imagine this, but we bought this 17-room house at a public auction. We were the high bidders. It happened miraculously. All we had was $500 that people had given us because they knew about our dream. And like you young people in this room, you know, with your dreams for your future, which look at what you've already achieved. And don't let go of even one wrinkle in that dream, because you'll find wrinkles in the tapestry, but don't let them stop you. Just hold fast. Know that all the people, the volunteers, the benefactors, the board members, the children who come to the children's program, the adults who come as adult learners, very often immigrants for whom English is not their first language, and some of whom I know from experience never even had a chance to go to kindergarten, never mind first grade. They didn't even know what school was, but Gray House became a school for them. And I know that many of them whom I bump into every now and then, and they go, "Are you Sister Jane? Your hair used to be black. You didn't look exactly like that. You didn't need a cane, but you look like her. Could you be?" And I go, "Yes." Well, I went to the Gray House one day, and this is what happened to my life. You will make a difference in others' lives as you make a difference of your own. If you just do as we all try to do, each of us in our own way, hold fast to dreams. Thank you so much for this honor of this citation. Thank you in the name of everyone.
Thank you, sister. Sister Kristen, can you tell them a little bit about the programs that you have?
Absolutely. Although going after Sister Jane.
And Kristen is the executive director.
So as you guys mentioned, we serve over 13,000 unique individuals in the greater Springfield community. We have 3 primary programs. We have our emergency food assistance program, the Market at Gray House, which had over 70,000 service visits in 2023.
Wow.
Which is incredible. And we have many of our amazing volunteers here tonight supporting us as they do every single week. We also have our after-school youth education kids club, and we actually have some volunteers here as well from that wonderful program, which serves up to 20 children at a time. And then we have our amazing adult education program, where we work with people from around the world to help them learn English and life skills and help them advocate and better acclimate to Springfield. So we do a lot of really great work. I've been with the Gray House for 4 years, so 1/10 of its history, but all I can say is here's to the next 40 years.
Thank you.
Kristen, would you like to go back up, please? Councilor Allen has something he'd like to say.
Councilor Allen.
I'm just going to take a second here to introduce the people. I won't know everybody's last name, but Tom Shea, who was on the board there, he's a friend of mine and told me he was volunteering there, and I'll introduce him in a second. And I said I've always been interested in the Gray House. I'd love to go there, and I went there a year ago, and I just fell in love with the place. So part of the reason is because of the wonderful people that are there. And I'm sorry, I don't know your name next to Sister Jane. I did get your name. Right, she's a board member. Right behind her is Luz. Luz is the person who greets the people when they come. She has the greatest welcome of anyone I've ever met. She makes everybody feel welcome when their car drives up, and she speaks both Spanish and English. People are welcomed and taken care of. And then Martha and Ann and Mary sit next to each other there. They work on the inside, they're preparing food. When I say preparing food, there's no cooking done, but it's groceries. It's putting groceries together. I forget your name that sits by, that sits.
That's Marie.
All right, so thank you for coming. And behind them is Rudy. Rudy, if you could stand, and Tom. And these are the 2 guys I work with. So we pack groceries in the little shed. If you drive by the Gray House, there's a shed in front kind of thing. And Tom has given us the name 3 Men in the Shed. But tonight, we are 3 men in the chamber. So nice going, everybody. So thank you. That's all I wanted to say. So.
And Kristen, there's another program that our students from Central might be interested in, your Christmas program that you do for the kids. You have to talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we, every Christmas season, reach out to the community, and they donate hundreds, actually thousands of gifts to support those children who are living in Springfield who otherwise wouldn't have presents. And so it's an amazing program. And again, it's families from around Springfield, the greater Springfield community, Chicopee, Ludlow. People come and they donate and they specifically adopt a child and get items off their wish list. So it's not just a random gift, it's the gifts that the children really want more than anything. And it's amazing when we see those families and we provide those gifts, they come back and they'll tell us just how excited those children were to open those presents up on Christmas morning. And it brings a huge source of happiness. During a really trying, difficult time, the holidays can be a really stressful financially, burdened time for a lot of families. So to know that they can rely on the Gray House to provide gifts for their children makes a really big difference.
Great program. Did you want to say anything?
Council.
Executive director, because, you know, people don't realize it. How many people, oh, I got to speak in? All right, newbie. People don't realize what it's like until you actually don't have something to eat or don't have any money for clothes or somewhere to go. And I've been fortunate in my life to be able to have that. I've had some stints where I've gone hungry, but you don't realize the amount of impact you guys have on tens of thousands upon thousands of families who we might never even know it. Some of them might be our neighbors, some of them might be the student that sits next to us in class, but the impact that you guys give, and especially for you guys that are volunteers who give your time to help others, enough cannot be said about that and what you guys do for folks in this community. So I really just thank you for everything that you guys do. Appreciate it.
Council Govan.
Here. So I just wanted to congratulate the Gray House for this accomplishment. 40 years is a long time. I met Kristen at our Kripalu yoga retreat a few years ago, right? We need to do it again. But your spirit, I think, fits right into the Gray House, you know, and I truly appreciate that, and I know that the community appreciates the work that you're doing, and everybody, right? Because I know you can't do it alone. You have a great team, it sounds like. That's what you said earlier. And I just want to encourage you all to just keep going. Anything that I can do personally, let me know. The council can do. We're here to support. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do you want to call them up for a picture?
It is the tradition in the council when giving out proclamations. If you ladies and gentlemen would like to come forward and take a picture with the members of the council, we'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. We have another that we'd like to honor today. Miss Tiffany Alicia, would you come to the podium, please? Welcome to City Hall. You look like you're a little bit shocked and surprised.
Yeah.
Well, that's the smile makes it all worthwhile. So now I'll turn it over to my colleague, Coach LeVar Click-Bruce.
Forth to the city council, really want to recognize someone who works hard in our community and does a lot of events in reference to black and brown and really bringing equality to the city of Springfield. She works tirelessly in the city and recognizes others, and she doesn't expect anything from anyone. So I wanted to take this time, Tiffany, to really just recognize you and just tell you thank you and give you flowers while you're still here.
Thank you.
So Tiffany, you know, your work doesn't go unnoticed. I truly appreciate all that you've done for the city of Springfield. Again, when I look at you, I see my sister, my daughter. You know, that's what I see in you. And our young people, I'm glad the Central Girls Basketball Team get to see you because you are them as well. And again, just keep persevering, keep striving for greatness, even when folks, you think nobody is following you or you think nobody's watching you. We are watching. And again, continue to be steadfast, unmovable. And I know that your labor is not in vain. Continue. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you so much. I get to say something?
The microphone is yours.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One more thing.
Wait a minute.
One more thing. I got to bust her bubble a little bit. I did text her to send me her bio, but she never sent it. But anyway, I did put together a proclamation. It's simple and it's to the point because I'm a to the point type of guy. I just want to say, in recognition, the Springfield City Council is pleased to recognize Tiffany Alicia on all of her hard work and dedication to the city of Springfield on March 25th, 2024, sponsored by LeVar Click-Bruce. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tiffany, the mic is yours.
Thank you, City Councilman. Sorry, I do the surprises. I don't usually get surprised. I just want to say thank you to this city. Means so much to me. I am a person that struggles with a lot of things. And no matter how wild life gets, Springfield has always been my heart, and it's always been my home. So it's a blessing and it's an honor to work in this community all these years, and I am not stopping now. Thank you for never judging me and receiving me, and this just put a fire under me, so thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it.
Tiffany, before you leave, would you like to come forward and take a picture with the council?
I want a picture for sure.
Please.
Colleagues want to say anything? Any colleagues want to say anything?
I just want to
My apologies. Any colleagues, my colleagues like to say, offer any comment?
add that Tiffany's one of the hardest working women out there. I think I ran into her like 4 or 5 times in the last week. And so you are definitely one of the unsung heroes. I echo Councilor LeVar Click-Bruce. But you don't do it for yourself. You don't do it for accolades. You do it to lift other people up. And I know at the grand opening for Shalon's business, you know, they were talking about the impact that she's making, where you're also making that same impact among other people. And I can't wait to see what people come up after you with the impact and what you're instilling in them. So thank you.
Councilor Govan?
Tiffany, I think the first time I saw you was a few years ago when you started this community work that you've been doing, and I echo my colleagues' sentiments that the work that you're doing is being seen, not just by people like us, but by the kids, right? And I know that one day, one of them is going to be somewhere saying, I saw Miss Alicia doing it, so I'm going to do it too. So I'm just real proud of you. Keep up the good work. And if you need anything, we're here. I'm here. Thank you.
Council President, I want to thank Councilor LeVar Cliff Bruce for bringing you down to the council chambers. It is so refreshing and heartwarming to hear somebody speak so highly of the city of Springfield and to be so proud of the city that we represent. So I wish you continued good luck and keep your enthusiasm for our city.
Thank you so much.
Councilor Allen.
Yeah, congrats to the Central team. The Allen family is heavily involved in basketball. My son coaches against this group of people. My granddaughter plays on that team, and luckily they all play together in the summertime. So it's very nice. So congratulations. All right.
It's okay. It's not working.
Come forward. Girls basketball team. Feel free to come to the podium. Counselor Coach LeVar Click Bruce.
We'll also like to have Coach G and maybe his assistants come on up as well, because without coaches, man, none of this really matters. So I got to recognize the coaches. Come on up, coaches. So. They try and be humble. Also want to recognize our athletic director, Dwayne Early, who supports all teams, and he's in the chamber, so we'll take the time out to recognize Dwayne Early, our athletic director as well. Clap it up for him. I see my bro Bill Watson in the stands. Great coach in himself, so I want to recognize also Bill Watson. And I think I see his daughter over there, Jada Watson. You think I don't know who you are? Give Jada a shout out. Well, listen, this is near and dear to my heart. Sports. Central girls basketball team is epitome of excellence in our city. I actually wore black today, even though I'm a Commerce alumni. But I wore black and to represent Central. Central does have a piece of me a little bit. I did coach there for a couple of years. But Central is, especially the girls and also the boys, but we're talking about the girls tonight, especially women's history. You ladies are phenomenal. I didn't catch a lot of games because I was coaching, but you ladies really play the game the right way. Really do. And the intensity that you all share on that court, the passion. I think I watched the full game really in the playoffs, but the championship game at Westfield, that defense you guys played, the trapping and just all over the court, like y'all had like 8 defenders on the court. So dope. So Coach G, kudos to you and your staff for really having the girls prepared. Not only this year, but over the past 10, 15, probably 20 years, I want to say the girls basketball team from Springfield Central has been doing great work, not only on the basketball court, but also in the classroom. And I also want to add, they send athletes to college from Springfield Central. Not just local colleges. I'm talking about Division I, Division II schools. So again, congratulations to Central. We have some proclamations. I'm sorry, they all read the same. We're not going to read all the names because of time, but I'm going to read one. They all read the same. So, City of Springfield City Council, in recognition, the Springfield City Council is pleased to recognize and congratulate. Then they have a name. So I'll just use this for instance. We have Jada Watson, but again, they're going to read each of the names. On the Central High School girls basketball team, for her contributions to this year's success: 2024 State Tournament Final Four team, 2024 Western Mass Class A champions, 2024 Valley League champions. The City Council is proud to honor each and every player and staff who are part of the Central girls basketball team. This is on today, March 25th, 2024. It's signed by our clerk, Gladys Lopez, and it's also sponsored by LeVar Click Bruce. Again, I'm truly honored to do this for you. I wish I had $1 million to give each and one of you, but this is gonna have to suffice for now. But when you guys make it big, whatever you guys do, don't forget to come back and see LeVar Click Bruce. And keep up the good work, not only on the basketball court, but also in the classroom. Congratulations, ladies.
Would one of the players or the coach, would you like to address the council?
First off, I want to say thank you to the council for recognizing our young ladies. LeVar Click has always been a big fan of the Central basketball program, so I want to say thank you for that. Big thank you to our coaching staff. Without our coaching staff, it'd be very difficult to be where we're at today and have the success we've had. Also, our parents. We have very great supportive parents in our program who actually, I'm blessed to have great parents who don't give the coaches any headaches, very supportive. And also Mr. Dwayne Early, who's our athletic director, big supporter of the program too as well, and always there rooting us on. And last but not least, our young ladies. The coaches, give them the blueprint, but they're the ones that have to execute on the floor. And we push them in practice, we push them in games, and they respond. And we believe in character, hard work, integrity, all the principles, and taking care of business on the court and in the classroom. And I'm proud to say, as overall program, the GPA is a 3.3 GPA for our program. So thank you guys again, and appreciate it. And hopefully next year we'll be up here again with a state championship.
One more thing.
Councilor Bruce?
Thank you, Coach G. Also want to I shouldn't have did it, but I want to recognize Hector, a friend of mine's, and also want to recognize the Swans. Those are my friends, so apologize if I miss somebody else, but I want to recognize, I don't want to get in trouble. All right. Oh, yeah, I know, exactly.
Council Delgado.
Mr. Chair, thank you. I just want to say congratulations again to the Central girls basketball team. I won't hold it against my colleague for being a Commerce Red Raider, but I am a Golden Eagles, proud class of 2004. So I'm just continue to be inspired by our kids. The 3.33 GPA, I mean, when people talk about our kids in Springfield, not only can we ball, but we're in the classroom and we're doing big things, and just looking forward to what you guys are doing in the future. So, congrats. And thank you to the coaches and the parents for all the time that you guys are spending on them, because we need that most importantly.
Councilor Govan.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Counselor, for bringing this forward, and congratulations to the Central High School girls basketball team. The coaches, the parents, I know the parents have a big part to play in this because they have to bring you to the games. I know that's big. I remember having soccer practice with my grandson and having to bring him, so that's big. So congratulations to the parents. This is a big accomplishment, and I congratulate all of you. I'm a Red Raider. I did play basketball in high school, but I wasn't that good, so so I'm a city councilor now. No, but congratulations. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Ladies, as it is our tradition, I welcome you to come to the front of the chamber so that we may have the honor of taking a picture with you.